Hello, uh, my name is Caleb, and this is a presentation on workplace morale. So there are three objectives that I'm hoping that you will get out of this presentation. How workplace morale affects healthcare, society, and nursing practice. As an introduction to workplace morale, I have a quote here regarding job satisfaction. It is an attitude or emotional response to one's tasks as well as the physical and social condition of the workplace. According to the Joint Commission, there is about 50% of nurses are disheartened by their experience in the nursing profession. So the impact of nursing morale on healthcare. With high turnover of nurses, this comes with a high cost to healthcare because it costs, according to JCAHO, 100% of a nurse's salary to fill a vacated nurse's position. Nurses are leaving to find less stressful less stressful jobs and less physically demanding. And they also want better hours, more pay, and opportunities for advancement. So the CDC says that healthcare organizations can increase workplace morale by having health programs for their employees, and this will give their organizations better reputation. Also, with the upcoming nursing shortage causing less staffing for units and worse patient staffing ratios, this also has an impact on morale and on healthcare. So workplace morale has an impact on society. According to this survey study done by these individuals, they found that there is a correlation between the satisfaction of how much time patients can carry out, or that nurses can carry out tasks, and patient satisfaction. So patients appreciate when nurses don't seem like they're rushing around, they're taking their time to explain what's going on, and this really impacts patient satisfaction. I think society also has an impact on nursing morale. Now, these are just generalizations, but I think most people who've worked in nursing can relate to this at some point. Sometimes nursing feels like a thankless job where as society we may have gotten to the point where we aren't as appreciative as we once were. Patients seem very demanding. They also have sometimes unrealistic expectations. We aren't able to meet their expectations. And also, as our society is getting older, patients are getting sicker, and all these things have an impact on the morale of a unit. So workplace morale definitely has an effect on nursing. I think we're in an age where nurses are fairly likely to be abused in some form or manner, whether it's verbal or physically by a patient. We hear about it almost weekly in the news about attacks on nurses, and this definitely has an impact on workplace morale. So there it says workplace violence leads to low morale and nurses leaving the profession. There's financial ramifications for workplace violence, decreased productivity, and employee retention. And another issue in nursing is bullying as well. So there are several responsibilities of RN to help with making a safe unit in regards to workplace morale. The American Nurses Association has several recommendations in regards to how to stop bullying, and they are listed there. I'm not going to go through and read all of those, but they are there. And here, this is a continuation of that list for ways that nurses can help increase respect and increase morale on a unit. So I have a couple of questions at the end here that sort of recap the presentation, as well as hopefully go back over the objectives of the PowerPoint. How does workplace morale impact healthcare? So this was from the beginning. High costs with turnover. There's an increasing nursing shortage. And it can have an impact on patient satisfaction. How is society impacted by workplace morale in healthcare? So there's that study that was talking about the more time that a nurse has to complete tasks, the more satisfied the patient is, as well as the nurse. And there's also increasing healthcare costs with the high turnover of nurses, which affects society. So there's some ways that a nurse can help increase morale, create a safe workplace environment, zero tolerance for bullying in nursing, and create a culture of respect. So in conclusion, there are some pictures that I think recap the PowerPoint. I think a lot of nurses feel burned out. I know I have in the past. And a lot of these things are the reason for that. And then a high staff turnover, which is one of the major issues on our unit right now. And there should never be any bullying. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed.